Welcome to the Nick and Matt Show. Bringing the player interviews you want to hear and the hot topics you want to discuss. Streaming live on the Foundation Podcast YouTube channel, here's Nick and Matt.
So, can I get you to do something for me? A review of each post-round feeling. It doesn't have to be in a long, elaborate play-by-play, but like round one, you were 2 strokes off the lead, and you were bumped off of the lead card for the next round just because of your PDGA number. So, what was that feeling after round one? Can you bring yourself back there?
Yeah. The funny thing is, like, I didn't actually have a whole lot of confidence going into round one. I don't usually practice that well, like in practice rounds. I usually play a lot better in tournaments than I do in practice rounds, and it was kind of no different for this one. I didn't really practice all that well, so I didn't have a whole lot of confidence going into this tournament. But then, like, as the first round kind of started progressing, I started playing well. Then I realized that I was actually playing well, and so then when I finished that round, I was actually a little bit surprised that I'd put up a solid round, and I went OB on 18, so like I really easily could have been, you know, tied for the lead after that first round. So then I had some confidence going into the second round, and then after I shot 1100, you know, I was obviously super stoked, and to be in the lead, that was an amazing feeling. Yeah, it was just super exciting. And then the third round was really disappointing. You know, I was pretty hard on myself after that round, and really disappointed in myself. And yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Went into the final round and just tried to play my best, and then after the end of that round, it was just kind of that bittersweet feeling of, you know, obviously I played another solid round and I'd finished second, which was solid, but still not quite enough to win. So kind of a little bit mixed emotions after the final round.
I quickly want to go back to the third round, and because a lot of people are going to want to know what's going on in your mindset where you are a newer player coming into the tour and you're in a big moment. You're at a Pro Tour event, you're on the lead card. What happened the third round? Was it, you know, camera jitters? Was it, you know, putting yips or whatever? Like what was going on through your mindset to where you feel as though you didn't shoot to how you could shoot?
Yeah, it's hard to say, you know, because I mean, I've been filmed several times before, so I don't really think it was that. I mean, obviously, the second round I was filmed by Gatekeeper, and there was a live DGPT guy filming for that round too. And obviously, this is probably the biggest card I'd played on as far as the level of, you know, skill. You know, I think I was playing with all like 1050 guys. So that might have contributed a little bit, but I've played with all those guys before in other rounds, and the second round I played with Ricky and James, and those are obviously really, really good players. And so I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, in my mind, I could definitely feel that my game was different. Like I kind of forgot how to step putt. My timing was just completely off. It just felt kind of weird. So not 100% sure what it is. You know, everything is kind of just practice, and hopefully I can learn from, you know, what happened, and hopefully just put myself in more positions like that, so I can hopefully do well and just keep improving.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the best mindset you can have, is just looking forward to the next event and looking forward to the next time that you will be in that position, and not thinking back on, you know, oh my gosh, is this actually going to happen again?
Yeah. So what I was just going to say there, because I wanted to actually put a little positive spin on it here for you, because I know that you're feeling a little down on how some of that went, but let me just play it out for you. You talked a little bit about your feelings, but round two, you were still only 2 strokes off the leader. So you didn't really lose anything. You shot a 16 down 1100 rated round. That's obviously nothing to laugh at. Round three that just got brought up, and we were even talking about maybe what you would feel as the negatives to that side of it. You would have still been on the lead card had it not been for your high PDGA number. So you had still shot well enough to be on the lead card. And again, getting bumped because of that, and that's a PDGA thing, that how they handle the ties.
Well, for the third round, he got bumped because of hot round. A player who said he ended with the same score as Ezra after round 3. Whoever shoots the hotter round is the one who makes it onto the higher card. So PDGA number only matters after the first round, or after the first round going into the second round.
Interesting. I just learned something new. And thank you for sharing that. Let's see here.
Problem.
So, but then for final fourth round here, you tied for second place, shooting 11 down, 1,075 rated round. You did not perform poorly. You obviously have high expectations. You want to win. But again, congratulations on that second place finish.
Thanks.
Yeah. So what should we expect? You want to win everything from here on out. I mean, I don't want to put a negative spin on this, but here we go. Was this a fluke?
Yeah.
Was this a fluke? Are we going to see more of you on lead cards in the top 10 easily? Or like, what's your standard that you're saying, I'll be concerned if I'm not, and you fill in the blanks?
Yeah, I expect to be. I think like last season, top 20 was kind of where I sat. Most of my tournaments, I feel like I was kind of top 20. This season, I feel like if I'm outside of top 10, I'll probably be pretty disappointed. I definitely expect to be on lead card a lot more. I think as far as this tournament goes, I feel like the biggest fluke thing that happened for my tournament was that third round. It felt like that was more of a fluke than the other 2 rounds, than the other 3 rounds. Sorry. So, I expect to be close to the top. And obviously I want to win. So that's kind of the goal.
I love it.
One big thing that happened recently is you now became sponsored by one of the hottest companies out there. You guys came out with an early release of your Tour Series disc, the Nuke. And then today, I think at 1 p.m. Eastern, they actually came out with another series of your Tour Series disc. Did that sell out for you?
Yeah, that sold out in I think 7 minutes.
That's awesome.
So that was
That's
just
cool
like a pre-release because they're actually going to be those. They have those discs going to retails as well in a week or so. Yep. So this was just kind of like a pre-release thing just on the factory store website. But yeah, those sold out super quick.
Cool.
Super.
How has it been?
It's awesome.
I think I saw today on YouTube, maybe it was recently, but you just came out with kind of the building the bag. You came out with your mid-range section of it.
Yeah.
Besides for the videos and taking it and, people watching it there, can you kind of explain quickly on how it came to be, I'm a sponsored Discraft player now, and actually building your bag around all sponsored, Discraft discs?
Yeah. It hasn't been too difficult. Obviously last season I basically threw half Discraft by the end of the season anyway. So I'd been familiar with a lot of the molds, and a lot of the molds that I bag now, I kind of threw already. So it hasn't been super difficult in that sense. When I went to the factory, right when I got sponsored, right for the announcement, I was able to kind of just pick out a bunch of discs and throw them in a box, and they shipped them to me. So I was able to try a bunch of stuff out and kind of hone in on what I wanted for my bag. And then the building the bag series is just kind of showing what that process has been like and kind of letting people in on that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we've touched on a lot here, but I kind of want to hear your response to this, and I think others might appreciate it as well. You placed higher in this tournament, first Elite Series of the year, placed higher than Macbeth, Wysocki, Sexton, Heimberg, Girthy, Ulibarri, Conrad, Jones, a whole bunch of other notable names. What does that mean to you to hear those names and to know that you actually outperformed them this last weekend? That's got to mean something.
It's honestly pretty crazy because I've been a fan of disc golf for basically since I started playing 6 years ago, and I've seen these guys on coverage so much, and so to be able to play with them and then actually be able to beat them it's insane. It's kind of a dream come true. Obviously, it's not all the way there until I actually win and beat everybody in the field, but it definitely feels good to kind of take down some of the biggest names in disc golf.
For sure. All right. Well, the dog barking in the background, Nick, if that's your place.
Sorry about that. I'm outside.
Oh, okay. I was blaming it on Nick. Yeah,
so. I was going to say, I was going to take the blame, but nope, it's not me.
There's a dog park right here. It's not a very good spot to be.
That's okay. It's perfect. I've been down there before. So you're going to be playing at the Memorial. It's what it looks like, right? That's what you're going to do. And Yep. Is this more or less, how are you treating this event before we let you go? How are you treating this event? It's not an Elite Series, but you must have a certain feeling about it.
I'm trying to treat it like it is an Elite Series. I want to still give it my all and do my best. So I'm gonna do my best to practice like it is and put in the time. And I got a couple practice rounds here at Vista, and then the next 2 days I'll go to Fountain and hopefully get that qual styled in. And I'm going to try to hopefully kind of trick my mind into thinking that it's a bigger tournament than it is, and hopefully perform as if it is.
I think awesome. I think that could work. I'm not a pro disc golfer. I just talk about it. So we'll watch and see. I'll be watching. We're excited about that. It's funny because it's not an Elite Series. It's not to be forgotten about. It's still a very large event. And we're seeing names and Nick, can you confirm, is Paul planning to play? I see him on the registration.
He is planning to play. I think he is about 60 feet away from me in the house right now, and he is itching to get back out there and compete just after what happened with last weekend's tournament.
He doesn't want to beat
So
beat by Ezra Aderhold ever again. So anything,
don't take it personal.
yeah, no, any other shout outs or anything that you were hoping we would ask, or things that you think people should know? This is an awesome opportunity right now. I say awesome, we think it's awesome, an opportunity for you to share with the world anything that you'd like. We're going to give you that platform if you want to, anything you want.
Yeah, I think you guys asked awesome questions. It's been a cool podcast. So thanks for having me on, first of all. Thanks to Discraft for picking me up. Obviously, the discs walk well. I didn't ever play second with an open bag, and obviously I did with Discraft. So I definitely like the plastic. So huge shout out to Discraft, and OTB as well. What's my camera? There we go. For sponsoring me. Yeah, it means a lot. And then obviously thanks to everybody pulling for me in tournaments and hoping that I play well. It's really cool to see the support on social media, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, thanks to everybody.
Cool. Really quick, what's your Instagram handle, and then where can people find you on YouTube?
Yeah, Instagram handle is Ezra_Aderhold, and then on YouTube is just my name, Ezra Aderhold DG.
Can you tell us
Cool.
the hacking that happened and you lost all your followers? Have you've already recovered, and you probably have more followers now? Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, it's actually almost doubled since then. So
awesome.
Yeah, it was so cool to see a lot of other pros kind of repost my post saying that I got hacked, and talking about the new account, and so that really helped get it back to where I was super quickly. So
we had to use pretty much all of our efforts in our channels and our connections to try to get a hold of you, because we knew following an event you were going to be bombarded by friend requests and messages.
Yeah,
it's been crazy. Yeah.
I was gonna say you'll see my message in your Instagram DMs. You can go ahead and delete it now, or save it for the next time that we need you on the podcast.
That's good.
I asked for his phone number. I said, "Is this the best way?" And I asked for so now we have a direct connection if we need to do it again. That's okay if we reach out to you, Ezra, in the future?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to be back on.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you very much, Ezra. I'm down here in Arizona as well, so I'll probably see you out in the course practicing this week. We'll be able to officially meet in person, and I look forward to watching you play again.
Awesome. Thanks again,
All
guys.
right. Peace out, man.
Take it easy, bud.